Hi guys, if you watch my channel regularly you know that I do buy a lot of stuff in charity shops. Lots of toys, electronic toys, and that usually means they need batteries, logically, and I tend to buy my batteries in Poundland. They're cheap, they may not last long, but it's long enough for me to do a video for YouTube and then possibly take the batteries out again and donate the toy back to a charity shop, rather than leave it with old batteries that are likely to corrode and crystalline and leak. Anyway, when the toy needs LR44 batteries or AG13s, these little button cells, I usually buy a pack like this from Poundland. In fact, they're usually in this box, but they've changed them. And the problem with that is usually I only want that row at the bottom, the LR44s. Sometimes we want the AG12s as they are there, but very rare that we need any of these little ones. So I end up with lots of them. And they just get older and older, and eventually they're no good at all, because these go back years. So I was just wondering if there was anything useful I could do with even the tiny ones. And one thing I've come up with is good old solar rockers, because they use very little power to get them running. Just trying to pick some at random. The flat back is the positive, and the bit in the middle is the negative. So if I put it that way round, there we go. The only problem is you need a proper little holder to hold these to get it running. So what I'm going to do today is make one up from a plastic peg, so I can just clamp it in the middle. I've got a little bit of fairly soft metal here. This actually came out of a 9-volt battery. It's the strap that goes from the contacts at the top to the bottom of the battery, in some batteries. And I've already checked it with a soldering iron to make sure it does actually take solder. So I'm going to cut that in half and put one half on the top and the other half on the bottom. Solder some wires onto that, those wires, and then we should be able to use that as a clip. And then I shall leave that running and see how long it lasts for. Now I've got some of these running upstairs in the bedroom or workroom as it is now. I've got an old snowman, I think he is, and he's been running for literally years on a dead AA battery. So they use so little power, I don't think it's the sort of thing I can do a video and say, there you are, it lasted for half an hour. It's probably going to last for days. But we'll find out. First thing we need to do, say, is bend this around so it sits on there, then I'll probably super glue it on. I might be able to wrap it right round and so it holds itself in place. I was just wondering if we got red and black clips, but we haven't. We'll have a look, see what colours we got, because it might be nice to split this so we can tell which side's positive and which side's negative. slight change of plan. Couldn't find any red or black plastic pegs, so I changed to a wooden peg. So I've wrapped that metal round the end there and super glued it in place. These little connectors I bought years ago. I don't know if they're called micro JST or something, I've no idea. But they're convenient to use for this sort of size anyway. Yeah, if I poke these through the centre of the hole and bring them round. Obviously I've already modified the solar rocker. I've taken out the solar panel and just wired directly onto the little circuit board in there. So this is a AG1, the smallest out of the selection that I've got. So positive to the red side, negative to the black. And away we go. I'm not going to sit here and time it, but I will leave it running, and if it does stop any time soon, then I'll put that in the video description how long it lasted for. But I suspect it'll go for a while. And I got plenty more of them to use up. There we go. Anyway, so what we've really done is we've made a little button cell holder so that we can use it to power various things.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.